The Bruins take on the Lightning Game 5, and that's going to be a 7 p.m. Eastern puck drop in that contest. Tampa's up 3-1 in the series. They're also the $1.20 favorite. Total's 5.5 juice to the under. The Bruins are catching even money for an outright win. And if you like Boston catching the goal and a half, they're minus 275 cashing in on the puck line. We got Jaro Halak for the Bruins in the net. Andrei Vasilevsky for the Lightning. I'm 2-0 in my last two NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. I'm also 7-1 straight up in my last 8 picks in that same category. For more information on how you can access these exclusive premium sports picks, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, Tampa's won their last 3 straight over the Bruins, and that's going to include a 7-1 drubbing in Game 3 of this series. Tampa scored 14 goals in their last 3 games with Boston, and they rank the top 3 in the league in scoring on average per contest. Braden Point leads the club in postseason goals with 6 of them. He also has 10 assists for a total of 16 points. Braden's also a +5 when he's on the ice in the playoffs. Nikita Kucherov has a dozen assists already in the postseason himself, 4 goals, 16 total points. Kucherov is a +6 when he's on the ice himself, and defenseman Victor Hedman currently leads the club in postseason +-. He's a +8 in the playoffs. Tampa also ranks in the top 10 in fewest goals allowed per contest, and that's for the entire season. And they've won 8 out of their last 10 head-to-head meetings with the Bruins. Andrei Vasilevsky, the netminder, he's 9-3 in the playoffs for Tampa this season. 1.98 goals against average, 927 save percentage. The Lightning's taking on a Boston team who's averaging just 2 goals per contest in their last 5 games themselves. They've lost 5 out of their last 6 games against the Atlantic Division, while also winning just 36% of their games when catching plus money this year. Now, total-wise, 12 out of Boston's last 17 games stayed under the posted total. They also went nearly 61% to the under for the entire season. Meanwhile, 9 out of Tampa's last 13 also stayed under the number themselves. Give me the Lightning minus $1.20, winning this one outright, and the under 5.5 in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Monday's NHL Stanley Cup playoff hockey action. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully you guys had an outstanding weekend. Now, before we dive into our next and final matchup for the show, I just want to quickly remind you once again that we are 2-0 in our last 2 NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. We're also 7-1 in our last 8 NBA tier package plays on that site as well, same package. If you want some more information on how you can join in on the action, a link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to take a look at our next and final matchup for the show. It is right there. I'm pointing at the star. I'm talking about the Dallas Stars versus the Colorado Avalanche, Game 5, 9:45 p.m. Eastern start time. Colorado's down 3-1 in the series, and they're, on the brink of elimination. Having said that, though, the Avalanche are still the minus 145 favorite in this matchup here. Total 6.5 juice to the under. The Stars are plus $1.20 for an outright win. And if you like Dallas catching the goal and a half, they're minus 225 for some puck line cash. Anton Khudobin for the Stars, Pavel Francouz for the Avalanche. Now, Francouz has won just 2 out of his last 6 postseason starts for the season. 323 goals against average, 892 save percentage. The Avalanche have won just 3 out of their last 10 head-to-head meetings with the Stars. They've given up 19 goals already to the Stars in this very series. And speaking of Dallas, they've won 6 out of their last 7 games, averaging 4.7 goals per contest during that span, nearly averaging 5 goals a game during that stretch. The Stars also, they're in the top 5 in fewest goals allowed per contest. Anton Khudobin, 7-4 in the playoffs this year, 286 goals against, 911 save percentage. Denis Goryanov, leads the Stars in postseason goals. 8 goals, couple assists, 10 total points for Denny. Joe Pavelski also scored 7 times in the playoffs, 3 assists, plus 4 when he's on the ice. And Miro Heiskanen leads the team in postseason points. He's got 13 total assists and 3 goals in the playoffs for 16 total points. Now, total-wise, 7 out of the Stars' last 9 games got over the posted total. Meanwhile, the Avalanche on the other side went 80% to the over in their last 10 themselves. Give me the Underdog Stars plus $1.20 and the over 6.5 in that contest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. Just a heads up. The way Patreon works with regard to the billing cycle, they bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you decide to get a package or a membership here today, they're going to bill you today and then they're going to bill you on September 1st. So you may want to hold off until tomorrow, but it's just the way I create the content for them. They handle the website and the billing, and that's just the way they do it. They bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So just wanted to give you a heads up about that. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube, where the content is free. And I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Monday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.